What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We got the boxing side of things today. We got a pair of rematches, both with the belts on the line. Navarrete, Valdez, 2, and Robeisy Ramirez versus Rafael Espinoza, 2. Fight of the year last year, upset of the year last year. One Valdez and Navarrete was absolute war, over 1,000 punches thrown from Navarrete to get the dub to defend his belt. All these fighters have won their last couple fights. They've become intern champions. They get the fact to get the rematches here. So these are gonna be some good ass fucking old school wars. As always, go down, like, and subscribe. Comment who y'all got in these fights. Who's your favorite bets, parlays, all that. I'm Paul Pickle Winham, and I'm joined with
Going on, boys? This is Marcus Time Penley. We missing Gator, man.
Gator over. I don't know why he was here a little bit ago.
That boy sleeping.
I feel you though. That is one of them. Get off of work, put them feet up. Also, next thing you know, you wake up at midnight.
We gave him a little bit too much time.
Yeah, Gator. But I mean, if he was here, I know he'd be hating on something.
I was gonna ask who else is on this card? 'Cause I know Top Rank always be loading up the
That boy,
prospects.
the main featured fight on this, that's on the prelims, or maybe it is on the main card, but like the big featured fight on this one is Richard Torres, American heavyweight prospect.
Okay.
He undefeated. He's taken on his biggest test to date. I'm trying to get its name. Isaac Munoz. Munoz is 18-1 with 15 knockouts. Richard Torres 11-0 with 10 knockouts. So most people are expecting somebody's going to go down here.
Hopefully. I'm trying to see, man, because I mean we're like, what the fuck happened to Big Baby, bro? Like we need American heavyweight.
I just love the fact that he kind of looked like Burt Reynolds with that fucking mustache. And like ever since then, ever since I seen what he looked like, I've been a fan of him. And every time he fights, he just happens to be on a card that I be tuning in on. And he always delivers some fun performances. And the facts like
Bro, he's pretty nice, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
he's fast hands, fast footwork. He's just
Got
undersized.
power. Yeah, he's kind of short, isn't
Uh-huh. But that's why I like watching. I be seeing this little fucking five
he?
foot
Swole
ten
ass.
heavyweight going up.
Yeah, swole ass. And who he be training with too. I feel like he picks up a lot. So I feel like he got a little bag with him, but yeah, it's kind of crucial to be undersized in the heavyweight.
Yeah, but his speed kills. That's the one thing you don't really see out of
Yeah.
heavyweights, how fast he can move.
Yeah, he can put up combos.
Kind of a short American Andy Ruiz, if I like.
Well, I mean, we also thought the same with Jerry Anderson, man. He was throwing combos too.
That's why this is gonna be the big one because all the other fights, Richard Torres was a pretty big
They
favorite.
might have to fuck around and fight each other type shit.
Big man, this country's only big enough for one of us.
And Sam, so that's like the only prospect type shit that's worth noting.
Yeah, for them. Loki, I don't even have the card pulled up in front of me. Let me.
I forget the card, bro. I just remember this card like a couple days ago for real. And I barely even really remember the fights. I mean, until you was really going over it for real.
Well, I can't forget the 1,000 punches, bro. Oh, Giovanni Santillan is on this card. If you remember Giovanni Santillan, he was the one that Golden Boy Alexis Rocha had in his like fight Oscar,
Oh,
and he beat Oscar's boy, and like we're saying like,
yeah, I do remember that
Oscar's so
shit.
fucking stupid. Like this is not gonna be an easy fight for him to get his shit together. So he's on the card. Um, it's a whole bunch of like Delmar Zamora, Steven Navarro. There's a lot of like American Mexicans that don't really have a name yet. I feel like so.
Then this is a top rank card.
Yeah, this is a top ranked card.
Tashi. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, this is Richard Torres is on the main card, so I think this might be his main card debut. So hopefully he puts on the
I,
show.
I'm like, I don't know, I guess it might be. I feel like I've seen him on the main card.
And then we got the Latino superweight title on the line right after that.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, the WBO Latino Super Lightweight Title of the World.
That's crazy. I didn't even know them shits exist. That's wild.
Yeah,
That's
no,
lit.
they put it on for Mexico right now. But then we got the featherweight title, the rematch. Rafael Espinoza defending his belt against Robeisy Ramirez. This is the rematch. Robeisy was a huge favorite. Homecoming fight last year. El Trin was going to be fighting in Miami and kind of bit off more than you chew. Rafael Espinoza, it was like 23-0 at the time. All 23 fights were in Mexico. And it was like 20 knockouts out of the 23 fights. So, and then also the fight happens. He got like 8 inches on on fucking
It was
Ramirez,
like a small fedora then.
but he fights kind of just like Fundora too, where like you see all that length and you think he's gonna stay on the outside, and next thing you know he's on
Nah,
the
he's
inside
coming
throwing
in.
fucking short left hooks that's hurting Robeisy.
Bro, what was that the fight where he kept throwing the hooks, bro?
That left hook, and then
I gotta go back.
Robeisy kept doing that leapfrog overhand, like wait, like finding the time it, and then the leapfrog like overhand, and he missed
Yeah,
like on the first few, but in the fifth round, that bitch actually connected and like dropped him.
I gotta go back and rewatch this, bro. I low key should have did it before this episode. That's crazy, and it was last year too.
December, a whole year ago.
Damn,
Since the fight, me and you saw Robeisy on the
that
TF.
boy was feeling himself in his hometown.
Yeah, we saw him fight on the Tiafimo co-main event. He looked pretty good. Got like the
He looked good in that fight.
El Tren, and then Robeisy. We didn't get to watch his defense, but he knocked out some challenger in the fourth, fifth round. And so he stayed just as active as Robeisy. This is honestly what are the odds here? Because I think it's a pick 'em.
Seems like it should be close, right?
Yeah, Robeisy slight favorite -120 to Espinoza's +110. Like it's a split as you can get.
I mean, Robeisy. I mean, I feel like just because maybe he took a little bit, like a little step back. But I feel like he's gonna be more prepared for this fight or like this go around.
I need him to be more active because like he has that thing where he kind of doesn't throw a lot of punches and he
Yeah.
waits for that one big shot to like hurt you.
Or like, what's the other dude's name again?
Espinoza.
Espinoza. If he can pull off, a big, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's gonna really prove his name, you gotta do it twice, man.
Yeah, and this fight, where's this fight? I think it's this. Um,
It was on the West Coast.
yeah, it's in
Got it.
Phoenix, Arizona.
I'm about to say, it gotta be the West Coast.
I was like, it's either Las Vegas or in Phoenix because that's where like Valdez and Navarrete be fighting.
Nah, it should be a good fight though, back and forth, just like the first one.
Yeah, I honestly don't feel comfortable like with a pick. Like I don't feel confident on either side. I'd have my only confident is like I think this fight goes to the decision again. That's like +150, almost 200, and like I
Wait,
just don't think either one of these guys are gonna go down. Like these are two warriors. We saw it in the last one, even the 12th round knockdown. He got back up. Uh, if I had to make a pick, and I have to, I'm gonna rock with my boy Robeisy just because I've been kind of following him for like the ever since I got into boxing, and I saw him knock out Abraham Nova after Nova had the fucking he was
that's
walking.
when,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
with the
was my
fucking
first.
Nova robot or some shit.
Yeah, had his own little fucking
And that was when Nova was like kind of like a still hyped up prospect still, I'm pretty sure.
and
And
he
he
just
knocked him out.
cleaned him up. And ever since then, I was like, oh shit, this kid. And I learned his story, being the Cuban and everything, having a defect,
And we seen him live.
two-time Olympic medal winner. I gotta rock with him, but I really hope he doesn't do. And I know he's gonna do it because this is a fighting style where he gives up rounds, and like Rafael's gonna have rounds where he's just
More active.
yeah, I'm way more active, and I'm just gonna have to hope and pray that Robeisy can get a couple knockdowns. Actually, with all that being said, even though I rock with you, I gotta go with Espinoza. Like it's just,
Damn.
yeah, you're not as active. If I could bank on him winning rounds, I would probably pick him. But just Espinoza's gonna win so many rounds, and I don't think this shit's gonna end in a knockout. So I think Espinoza's gonna edge out the decision.
I'm curious if Espinoza can be able to pull it off twice, man. But I feel like Robeisy is gonna be able to be more prepared this fight. Maybe you got film, approach it a different game plan. I'm rocking with Robeisy, man. Get your title back. He had a good performance. Was his last fight? What was his last fight?
It was the one in Miami. The
Damn, when was that?
That was back in May or June, June 29th.
Kind of a minute ago. But I mean,
Rafael's
straight.
last fight was in June as well.
I mean, 6 months. I guess ain't that crazy.
So we're going to be split on that one. I mean, I'm gonna be pulling for my boy Robeisy. Then we got the main event. This was I think this also went down in Phoenix last time they fought. Valdez, challenger once again to Emanuel Navarrete, defending his belt, I think, for a third time. He tried to move up a division to fight for at 135 against the belt holder Sergey, whatever. That fight fell through.
Sergey, whatever.
Yeah, I
Straight up.
wasn't able to get that fight. So instead, he has to stay in the weight class. Valdez beats who did Valdez beat in his last fight? Because it was for the interim belt. He beats Liam Wilson to get
Oh,
the
okay.
decent fight, knocks him out, gets the belt. He's been training with Eddie Reynoso again. He's locked in. A lot of people are saying this is the most focused he's seemed in a while. He seems like he's back on the horse of like, oh, like I'm gonna be champion again. Navarrete's been kind of having one of the best 2 year stretches that you can have in boxing, making like multiple world champions, different weight classes. This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a banger for her, and I think that's just gonna be a brawl for real. And I think Valdez, he's gonna have to bring the pressure to him, man. I think that's gonna be the way to only really not throw off because Navarrete is just is awkward, man. He's moving weird. He's throwing punches from weird angles. He's throwing crazy hooks and shit.
He's long too. He's got he's
Long,
beefy.
yeah, and like he's there. He's throwing awkward punches. He don't really move too much either. He's kind of just like he's in front of you. So I mean, Valdez, he's gonna have to really work his way inside. Work the body. I feel like he could really break him down. I don't know if he can knock out Navarrete though. I don't know if he's, what I'm saying. I don't know. I can't really see bro getting knocked out.
And I have the same two bets. Like I have a parlay together, and it's just for both these fights to go to distance. I think that these are just two. These are four. The co-main event and main event. These are four warriors, and I just don't see anyone going to sleep.
Yeah, like I feel like it's just gonna be on some back and forth brawl shit. Like it's gonna reach up to 1,000 punches again.
Do you think it's a back and forth? Because I like the first fight. I felt like Navarrete it
It
wasn't
was
clean sleep, but it was
it
pretty.
was close to a sweep, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 8-4. Like, and that's me being nice. I think. Like,
But I mean, I feel like Oscar. I mean, I fuck with Oscar heavy though, bro. Like especially before like the Shakur era and shit. Like Oscar was my dude, bro. And he used to fight. He's a good fighter. I don't know. I feel like he can be able to. I mean, Navarrete's runs got to end sometime. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, bro's been on some like crazy shit for too long, bro. You got film, maybe approach the fight different, work the body more. Cause I don't know if he's gonna be able to headhunt, like what I'm saying, work the body and then start to bring it up top and shit. I don't know, bro. I feel like Oscar can have a chance, if he switches up. I can't. I gotta rewatch the fight though. I can't really remember how Oscar really approached the fight last time. I just remember Navarrete going crazy.
yeah, the one thing with Navarrete is we realized that like, oh, his cardio don't go away.
Bro, it's just a mean
Gonna
machine, bro.
throw.
Just
He's gonna keep throwing because that was the thing. I felt like I remember the one thing I remember from watching it that like, I don't have the fight fresh in my mind, but one thing I remember was like, oh, Oscar is gonna be able to get on the inside in the second half of the fight. Like, oh, the Varty's gonna slow down. Then Valdez, that's gonna be his point for like, and then that point never happened because
yeah,
Navarrete never slowed down, and I was just like, oh. The post fight didn't look good because Valdez's face was like all battered up because
yeah.
there's just so many shots he was taking on the outside, and Navarrete really just boxed really good on the back
He,
foot.
yeah, he couldn't really get in the end. He couldn't really work himself in the inside, and he just was like in perfect range for
To get
bro to
teed
take
off
off.
on.
Yeah, he really was just teeing off, and Oscar was just kind of a
Oscar did
Doing
have, I think, like a slightly better landing percentage, but it was like you landed like
not as
like
much.
700 less punches, so it just doesn't
Like
look.
he's got to work that body, man. But I feel like that's the only way you're gonna be able to slow down that Mexican, bro. Like he's just gonna keep coming, bro. And like that headhunting shit is not gonna affect him. He's been dropped though before, I think, right? We seen a fight where he's been dropped.
Oh yeah, yeah. Navarrete, he's been dropped.
Yeah. He has been dropped.
I mean, now it comes down to the actual picks. I'm rocking with Navarrete. I want a clean sweep. I love Valdez. I think I picked Valdez in the original fight. Um, After what I saw in the first fight, I just think Valdez. I think he approached it the same way he's going to approach this fight. Maybe he's going to have a little bit better footwork and game plan because he keeps saying like, "I'm going to follow this game plan." That's it. Like his whole presser and everything. He's like, "I got the game plan. Like we're follow the game plan and we're going to be champion." But your game plan the last fight was to get on the inside, and that shit was not working.
It wasn't working, huh?
I don't know
Yeah.
what other game plan Eddie Reynoso is gonna got for him, but we're gonna find out. I'm picking Navarrete by decision. Who do you got?
Even though the last fight went so sloppy, or not sloppy, but I guess it didn't go as planned. But I'm gonna rock with Oscar, man. I fought with bro. I fought with the Valdez. Can't, you know what I'm saying? Eddie Reynoso. They just got Tio. You know, I'm lit on the Canelo camp. You know,
You
eating
think
good
Tio?
steak.
You think Tio or Canelo are gonna be there for his boy?
They got it. I don't know. I don't really know about Tio. I don't know if they be linked up. I feel like Canelo will though. They always be. And Canelo's camp is, you know, on the West Coast. You know, so I don't know about
Eddie's
Tio,
gonna be
bro.
there.
Eddie's gonna be
Eddie's
in the
gonna be there. I
ring.
feel like Canelo probably might be there too.
I feel like Canelo will be there. I don't know about Tio though. I don't know if Tio and Oscar be fucking. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm a rock with Oscar, man. But I'm not gonna be surprised though. Like I ain't putting money on. I ain't gonna throw money. I could feel like Navarrete could just do the same repeat. You know what I'm saying? Still, and then Oscar, he's been taking some beatings and shit. In the last couple of years. I mean, his whole career really, he's been taking beatings. So I mean, I don't know if he's really gonna have that extra gear. But I'm gonna pull for bro because I fuck with him. But I mean, he's gonna have to work on the inside, man. Slow him down with the body, not maybe a headhunt as much. You know what I'm saying? Keep work your inside. Even harder. I don't know what the fuck. Push the pace. Hmm.
I don't want to knock him, but
He's gonna have to match more punches, bro. You're not throw. He's gonna have to keep throwing, pepper him and shit, because that's what Navarrete does. Peppering his punches.
shit, I wouldn't be shocked because I'm just looking. I'm like, if he loses this fight, he's gonna be 34. Like he turns 34 next month. He's been in a lot of fights.
A lot of bangers, bro. He got his jaw broken and
Yeah,
shit.
this could be, if he loses this fight, he could be hanging them bitches up because could be like going out on the shield, going out and still looking.
Or he might be opening that door to gatekeeper life. You
Yeah,
know what
because especially at 130 though, these are two of the staples of like Navarrete's newer, but like the last year and a half, these are the staples of 130. I hope Oscar wins because then that opens up a trilogy and like there ain't a lot of exciting fights at
I'm
130.
hoping for a classic Mexican war, man.
Oh
Fuck.
yeah, I'm
Come
hoping
on.
both
A
these fights
banger.
to do exactly what they did the first time. Like, there's a reason why they put the rematches on the same card. It's like, oh, y'all both. This is gonna be a fucking. The rest of the card kind of wishy washy, but they knew what they did with these two main events.
Facts.
All right, we'll go down, like and subscribe. Appreciate everybody for watching. Comment who y'all got in these two bangers of fights, these wars that we're gonna see this Saturday. As always, I'm Paul Pickawinner. Not Kev, with fucking Marcus Primetime Penley. And if y'all didn't know, now I know, motherfuckers.